Imagine a life devoid of any challenges or temptations, where you can always act both spontaneously and wisely. Sounds wonderful, right? However, reality is quite different. Life is complex, filled with situations that test our character and judgment. That's why the Stoics developed a philosophy that also serves as a practical guide for living. They created principles to help us navigate life's difficulties and become the best versions of ourselves. In this video, I will share with you 11 historical rules adopted from Stoic philosophers who lived over 2,000 years ago. These rules have been useful to many throughout history, and I hope they will be beneficial to you as well. So, stay with me until the end to learn all the rules and how to apply them to your life. Before we begin, please like the video to support me in spreading this philosophy. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do so and turn on the notification bell to avoid missing any future videos. Rule 1. Master your mornings. One of the most inspiring passages in Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is his self-reflection at the start of Book 5. Getting out of bed in the morning can be tough, especially when it's cozy and warm, but Marcus Aurelius did it every day. Despite being the emperor of Rome, he chose to rise early and face his duties instead of indulging in luxury and pleasure. He knew the morning was the most crucial part of the day and that how he started it would determine how he lived it. In his book, Meditations, he wrote about his struggle and motivation to get up early. You can follow his example by incorporating these 3 actions to conquer your mornings. Journaling. Write down your goals for the day and reflect on the previous day. Note what you did well and what needs improvement. This helps create a routine and a mindset for the day, reminding you of what you need to do and how to behave. Exercising. Engage in something that gets you moving, like a walk, a run, or a gym session. This wakes you up and clears your mind for the next action. Working. After the first 2 actions, you are ready to focus on the task at hand. Rule 2. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics taught that we should concentrate on things within our control and ignore those that aren't. This approach makes us more effective and less anxious. For instance, in sports, you can control your performance but not the outcome, the opponent, or the crowd. Focusing on your performance rather than others can lead to better results. Apply this principle to all situations in your life. Rule 3. Don't worry about imaginary problems. Often, we suffer more from our imagination than from reality. We create scenarios in our minds that cause stress and fear, but most never happen. Seneca said that we are more frightened than hurt by uncertainty. Try to stay present and calm. Chances are the worst you imagine will not occur. Rule 4. Treat success and failure the same. Marcus Aurelius used a metaphor to illustrate this. All men are like stones he would throw in the air. The stone gains nothing by going up and loses nothing by coming down. It remains the same. Likewise, whether you get a promotion or a layoff, you remain the same person. Negative situations can teach us more than positive ones. Be grateful for everything that happens, good or bad, as you can learn from any situation. Rule 5. Do one thing every day. This rule has 2 meanings. For those without goals, it's essential to have at least one goal to achieve daily, no matter how small. Living without goals can make an extraordinary life mediocre. For those with too many goals, focus on one step at a time. Too many goals can cause loss of focus on what truly matters. Strive to accomplish at least one goal daily, whether simple or complex. Rule 6. Don't look for shortcuts. Achieving something worthwhile requires effort and discipline. Think of anyone you admire and read their biography. You'll see they worked hard and faced challenges to achieve success. Difficult paths build character, teach you from mistakes, and motivate persistence. The difference between those who achieve great goals and those who don't is their tolerance for effort and sacrifice. Anyone can choose the easy path, but that's why few achieve what they want. Rule 7. Ask yourself if it is necessary. Before doing anything, reflect on why you're doing it. Is it valuable and worthwhile, or dispensable and wasteful? You'll realize many things we do and want are unnecessary and distract from what's important. By asking yourself this question, you can focus on what matters and avoid what doesn't. Rule 8. Love your destiny. Life is unpredictable, and things may not always go our way. We may face misfortune, adversity, or failure, but we shouldn't let these events ruin our happiness or peace of mind. Accept them as part of our destiny and see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Seneca exemplified this attitude, facing many hardships yet choosing to see them positively and using them to his advantage. He said, "Fortune behaves as it pleases. We should do the same and embrace whatever life brings us." Rule 9. Talk to the dead. This rule may sound strange, but it has a deep meaning, inspired by an oracle that Zeno of Citium consulted after losing all his wealth. The oracle told him to talk to the dead, meaning read the books of ancient philosophers. Reading allows us to access the wisdom and knowledge of the past. In a world obsessed with the newest things, we shouldn't forget the timeless wisdom in books. We have the power to converse with history's greatest minds, who can guide us in our lives. Many people ignore this superpower despite having access to ancient wisdom through the internet. Rule 10. Be kind to others and strict with yourself. Stoics have clear principles about what is good and evil, but also show compassion and tolerance for those misguided by ignorance. As Marcus Aurelius said, people are often corrupted by false beliefs. Apply your standards to yourself, not others. This doesn't mean ignoring injustice or wickedness, but not judging everyone who doesn't act as you wish. The best way to influence someone is by example, not words. If you want to correct someone's behavior, set a good example. They may not notice initially, but eventually, they will follow your lead. Rule 11. Remember that you are dying every day. Seneca says we make a big mistake thinking we are waiting for death. Most of death has already passed. All the time that has passed belongs to death. We often see death as a fixed event in the future, not realizing how close it is depending on our age and health. Seneca believed this mindset leads to bad habits and a poor life. He said death is a process happening now. We are dying every day. As you watch this video, time is slipping away. That time belongs to death. Death isn't far away. It's here and now, in the ticking clock and the fading light. What should we do about it? Live while you can. Don't waste time on trivial things. Don't leave anything undone, and make the most of the time while it is still yours. What do you think of these Stoic rules? Do you have any others to add? I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below. Stoicism, like life, isn't a straightforward journey. It demands substantial effort and unwavering discipline, but the rewards are truly invaluable. Until next time, feel free to watch one of the videos on your screen now.